Well guys, today I decided to bring you out to my favorite parts store. And as an added bonus, I brought along Steven! Say hi, Steven.
Oh, hello.
So today we're just going to take you around and show you some of the higher class junk around here that we have all these pipe dreams about, or maybe we got some parts coming off some of these and we'll kind of let you in on what's going on. So let's go for a walk. So we'll start off with this beautiful 72 Country Squire sedan. And she's in pretty good shape, as you can tell. Get you a nice look along the real straight panels on her.
Just a couple lovely marks on that.
But it does have the beautiful interior. I mean, look at these seats. They don't make stuff with the beautiful patterns anymore. So we'll take a look under the old hood. And it was, well, I guess it still is, a 429 4-barrel.
It has the classic Ford grime everywhere.
Oh yeah. This is how you can tell how good an engine is, how much oil's on it. The more oil, the better, because that means no rust.
And
well,
also, when
less rust.
And when the dirt builds up, that's just like extra sealing.
Yeah. So a couple things on this. I'm thinking about, I gotta look and see if this rad will work on my Galaxy, because that's a nice heavy 4-core rad. And I gotta steal some of the proportioning valve and whatnot out of here, because this does actually have the front discs. It's a little older than what I'm looking for my conversion, and because it's a 429, I can't even steal the 4-barrel intake because it won't work on my 390, but it's still, you don't see very many of these around. I've always thought it was kind of cool. That had a 9-inch in it, but Steven already stole that a couple years ago, so now it's lined up for the crush pile. So we kind of picked this as an opportunity to show you guys a little bit about it. I would start with it facing you and do an intro.
I don't like intros. I'm ugly.
Like,
I'm fugly.
well, whatever. Doesn't matter. You think I'm good looking? No.
Hey, I'm fugly. So,
It's recording.
okay. So here we have our lovely Avalanche parts vehicle that currently no engine in it, no steering rack, because that's for my old greasy project. We needed, what the heck was it? The intake manifold and harnesses off this. And the engine, we have another buddy who's buying that. So it's an aluminum 5.3. So we have to store it in safekeeping. So we decided, right there. Perfect location for it. Nice and stored, out of weather, can't complain.
Cathedral Port 5.3. And it actually used to have the Trailblazer style intake, not this one obviously, that I actually took for the engine that's currently in my Corvette. So I got that. It was a E85, like a flex fuel truck. So it has the bigger injectors and everything. So I got all that. And that's where that crap come from. And our lovely storage facility here. It's a camper van, so it's got tons of space.
It works just damn dandy.
So the next thing we got here, guys, is a car that I personally have been looking at for roughly 10 years. Because for some reason, ever since I started coming out here, it's just been one that appealed to me. And I know it's a 4-door. And 10 years ago, 4-doors were not cool to anyone but me. But all of a sudden, 4-doors like this are actually getting popular. So I think it's a 62. Steven, what year is it? Can you figure that out for us?
Don't quote me on that one.
Steven's going to see if he can figure out the year on it for us.
Well, there's no stickers here.
But it's
there we go.
It's what's known as an Acadian Invader. And I did some research. It wouldn't be a Pontiac Acadian at this age. At this age, it was still just an Acadian that they made for Canadian market to do with taxing issues on imported vehicles. So it's basically a Chevy 2, but an Acadian. And it does have the triangles on the old hubcaps, but they never called it a Pontiac at this age. So the Acadian Invader was the base model. So it does have The old Econoflame 194 there.
The absolute.
And actually, it's very clean for what it is under the hood. And I was walking around it, and I mean, it needs some new fenders. Hood hinges are half gone. The hood latch is gone. The interior is, well, let's just say it's not perfect anymore. But I mean, it needs floors. It's in rough shape. But I'm thinking this would make a hell of a little drag car, or even like a purpose-built autocross car. I think this would be fun for that. Because I mean, you look down the side of it, and it's got a few dents and dings, but really for what it is, it's fairly good. For what, I'm not looking for a show car. And honestly, if I hadn't got the Galaxy, I would consider doing this. But I got a brother-in-law who I'm trying to convince he needs a project. And I've got it kind of narrowed down to this thing. Maybe one of the two cars we're going to show you in a little bit, or something similar. So I don't know. I guess you guys can message me if anyone's interested in it, but I'd hate to see this one go to the crusher, and I've been having the owner put it off and put it off, but real estate's real estate, and there's nothing real useful to anyone on this thing, so I don't know, I just think it's kind of cool. What do you think, Steve-O?
Well, it is a classy unit, but you know what? All I gotta say is if this is the first project for someone, you must hate that guy.
Yeah, you wouldn't want this for your first project, and she's a little rough for a restoration, and you sure wouldn't think anybody would want to put in the time in restoring a four-door, but I don't know. It's just a car I've always thought was kind of cool. Next one, guys, is this old GMC 910, and it is very rough, but I don't know why. Maybe it's because I want one of these so bad. I've almost considered getting this one. I don't know what you're saying. It is beautiful patina, but she might be a little bit far gone. I mean, for sure you need brakes. The box, well, it's not good. It does have door windows, no windshield, but I don't know, Steven, what year do you think this thing is?
Let's see here.
I don't know enough about them. I'd say it's somewhere around a 64, but you can't quote me on that. I just don't know enough. And it is the GM, not the Chev, which I'm partial to. I actually have a 67 GM 910. Was my first truck, and I got it from my father, who got it from his uncle. And it was actually a Shell Canada fleet vehicle when it was new. So I'm kind of partial to the GMs. I just like them.
And the biggest selling feature? Comes with a free top.
Yes, it's still got the canopy, and most of it is still there.
Minor hail damage.
minor hail damage. Tailgate optional, that's for airflow purposes. And we got the extra propane tanks in case you need a little boost.
And
these tires, oh no, that one's good. This one here is the real good tire.
This is like pretty much slicks on a
Well,
budget.
basically a budget slick. Most of the windows still in the canopy.
Or at least most of the glass from the windows.
Most of the glass. This door does lock because I can't get in it.
Could be locked.
There's something about these trucks. I've always there's something about them. I don't know. If you ever find a good deal on one in good shape, you know how to get a hold of me. I'll try and sell my other garbage to buy that garbage. It's just who I am.
So now here is the big gem.
So the deal with this one is, this has either a 6 or a 6.2, I'm not sure. But it has the 6-speed automatic. So this is the one I need to harvest the 58X engine out of, the harness, and I need to take the brain out of the transmission and swap it into my 6L90 to make it all work in the Corvette. So I'm going to have to pull the 6-liter out of the Corvette, but it's not a big loss because this will be a better 6-liter or 6.2, and we've already pulled the intake manifold off it because we were trying to steal that for the Corvette, but turns out that this isn't cathedral port, it's square port, which, like I said, that's okay because that's the higher horsepower anyway. She's a little crumpled.
Just a touch.
So
hit a deer,
we're gonna have to do some nice sawzall work here to get the engine out. and we're gonna have to assess everything as it comes apart. I might have to come shopping out here. There's a couple other 5.3s out here and a 6-liter, but they're the old style ones. So as long as the front cover and everything's still good on it, which I'm hoping, because if you have a look in here, I'll try and show you guys. You can see the rad didn't quite touch the front of the engine, so we're hoping. And I don't know, we'll see how Steven feels. Maybe I'll donate this battery to him if he wants to cut it out of there.
Oh yes.
Or this very nice high efficiency air intake with the duct tape on it.
We're just gonna flatten this out.
Oh, it'll be
and
perfect.
give you a nice cold air intake.
Oh, it'll work perfect, guys.
Mint condition.
It is a leather interior. So if anybody needs some slightly weathered seats, they're actually not that bad.
And if anyone is looking for a VHS
It's got the
TV,
touch screen
right there.
And it's got the touch screen stereo, so it's actually, I don't even know what the mileage is on this because the battery's dead and we can't turn the key on because there is no key. But we're going to call it mileage unknown. But judging by the interior, I would say it's low mileage for sure.
And also, mint condition fender flare.
It would have been hard miles because it's a lifted truck, and anyone knows anything about that knows they aren't drove nice. So this one here, Steven's got a bit of a thing for, and he's going to give you the walk around and kind of show you what's nice on it, what he likes, and the parts he's going to take. Because he's got a pipe dream in mind, and I'll let him explain it to you.
So it's pretty simple, but the only thing I want on this truck is this nice hood. I want these nice, the speed dents on each side of the hood. My plans, I want to get myself an old Little Red Express and just Hellcat the hell out of it. The goal there, I have possibly truck lined up, but I want this hood, and that's about the only thing I want off this unit. Possibly fenders if it needs them.
This side's in pretty good shape. I mean, it's got a little rot at the bottom.
Got a little bit of cancer down there, but it's not terrible.
I mean, it's a Dodge. You don't see them around here. I've seen an old Fargo. The interior is actually pretty good on her.
I've seen worse.
I don't know, I'm not quite sure what the floors are like, but I mean, that dash is in great shape. I mean, that would be worth taking. Still got the old stereo in her. Give you a show around here, guys. The grill's pretty good. Honestly, it's fairly straight other than that top trim. Door's a little rough and it had the old farmer mirrors on it. But the dash, she's in nice shape. 23,000 miles showing. It's probably closer to 223,000, but you know she's pre-77 because it is in miles. When's the last insurance here? We'll just cover up the name. 96. Expired in 96. Got the 1993 Alberta Guide to Sport Fishing. Better keep that. That's probably still accurate. Oh, a good old tape. Dance, Little Lady Dance, Tina Charles. Huh, 1976 CBS. That's a collector's item. Let's put that in storage again.
Is this does not have...
Yeah, well that's the funny thing. There's no cassette player in this. That's the old AM only. But that dash is sure nice, Steven. Like, that one's worth taking. The column's pretty good too. It does have all the glass in it. The windshield's kind of hooped, but
there.
the back window's still good. Like, if you needed rear glass, Steve-O, that's the one to get. Box is rough. I mean, the rest of the truck, it's neither here nor there. What's in it, Steve? A 360?
Yes, I believe it was.
Hey, might as well pop the hood. We'll show them under the hood. Tailgate's rough, but it has a tailgate. I mean, it would have been some old farmer's truck, and it shows it.
Oh, I love
nothing out here.
Small block.
Nothing out here that's a truck is any good, really. Yeah, it would be a 360 small block or a 318. I can't quite read any of this anymore. Chrysler, I can't even read that either. You gotta love the way Chrysler used to do their rods. These nice, tall, skinny things. The old ignition boxes that were always failed. The ballast resistor.
The Dodge wiring that would just randomly light up on you because it's stock.
Well, you know, that's anything Dodge, really. But yeah, I mean, it's clean under the hood. I mean, you can't judge it by the oil. Like we told you earlier, all that oil does is just tell you
High performance.
How high performance it is, really. Because, I mean, clearly the more power it makes, the more oil it's going to sweat, because that's just horsepower sweat. But yeah, the hood. Steve might even just take that to hang on his wall. Even the valence off the front. Just hang them for the one day he might actually need them.
There you go.
Now the thing I'm most excited to show you is this right here. This old Chevy. Nah, I'm just kidding. This old Chevy and this old Pontiac. And they're even two doors. Which I don't think I've seen anything this old out here in a long time. Out here, like you can see, it's a lot of 90s and 2000s stuff anymore. Like it used to be 5 years ago, Steve-O?
Yeah.
5 years ago, I mean, 90% of what was here was 70s and 80s. And it was like heaven for guys like Steven and I. Because I mean, it's the kind of stuff that we grew up with tinkering on in our backyards, because that's what was on the farm was just old junk. Most of the time pickups or four doors if you found anything. But yeah, like this old Chev is a little rough. I mean, the fenders look pretty good on it. And like the door's a little rough. I would say that the Pontiac's probably in better shape. But as you can see, she's locked. No trunk, no rear window on this one. But this one does have the side glass still. They got that cool little rear window and trunk, and I think that body shape is just gorgeous.
And this car is already pretty much weight reductioned out. So you slap a big old greasy engine in there, should do mint in the drag races.
Big block Dodge right there.
There we go.
But I mean, they had such a cool interior, and you can tell. The reason I knew this was a Chev because it said it on the dash, but the dash on the Chev versus the dash on the Pontiac is different. And I actually kind of think that Pontiac dash is a little bit cooler. Probably harder to find parts for. And I mean, it's got license plate floor repair here. What year is that plate? Can we even read it anymore? 1965 with a nice hole through it. See that? 65.
And you also got the nice you got your nice foot brake.
Well, that's
going
why
on here.
That's why this was here.
Or you know, you just dump your beer cans out.
Replacement digital ignition components.
High quality.
Oh, you need that. I mean, the interior's rough, but I don't know enough about these. What year do you think this is, Steve?
Honestly, could not even tell you.
Late 40s, early 50s, I would think. Nothing in this one either, but it would have been some measly old straight 6 or straight 8, I would assume. She was a 3 on the tree. Look, more of those high quality digitals. Nice rusty battery box.
Well, you know what?
No heater anymore in this one. The heater box is still in the other one, but this one's got the horns, so it's kind of a trade-off. But it's got the grill still in this one. Well, both of them still have the grill. It's got that beautiful Pontiac emblem on the hood here, and the one in the grill,
and the old chief head right up there.
Yeah, the Indian chief, the flying chief there. The fenders are rough. I don't know this era Chev and Pontiac if they're changeable, because you could pull the fenders off that one. But the big problem with this thing is someone grabbed it by the roof. So I don't know if it's really even savable anymore. You got to be a better body guy than I am. The floor on this side's a little rough too. Rear fender's rough. I think they're awfully cool cars, but I think these ones might be a little beyond saving. Heck of a good set of parts cars though, don't you think?
Yeah, they'd be decent for if you had a, you know, a little bit better condition you were trying to restore.
Even for something like, even a rat rod, I think they're too far gone. I mean, if you didn't care, you could put floors and stuff back in them. That's easy. The fenders, you can do something with them. I just think they're cool little cars, and you just don't see stuff like this anymore. Got another one out here for you Ford fans. It's an old bump side. So I don't know, what's that, 68, 72? I'm not sure. 67 to 72? I don't know, I'm not a Ford guy. But she's a FE in her. Either a 360 or a 390, I don't know. Steve will pop the hood. We'll have a peek. I mean, the body's rough, seen better. Custom cab, so I think that's just salesman lingo for base model. But the interior is actually pretty good. I mean, there's a little rot in the corners, but I think most of the floor is there. Oh, no, that floor is soft.
But hey,
I take that back.
Automatic transmission, automatic radio.
Oh, automatic? Look at that.
It's a matching pair.
Automatic radio. Oh, some half cigarettes for any of you smokers out there.
Oh, sick. I'll bum one of them.
The old Ford steering wheel on the floor. It looks awfully close to the one in my Galaxy.
That's just, the quick release steering wheel. It's for drag racing purposes.
Oh, clearly. The old
Good to go.
steel door panels. I always like them because steel don't crack in the sun, like that dash. But it's got a cool dash in it. How many miles are on this thing, Steve-O?
Oh, this bugger's got 26,000 miles. She's brand new.
I call it exactly 26.
I swear.
And the best part,
You got your old rifle racks back
the old
here.
gun rack. You just don't see that anymore. It's almost frowned upon. And the old, like, I don't know, what is that, Steven? Dead leprechaun?
Yeah, it's something else.
I don't know.
Probably like the life of luxury back then.
And like, I'll show you something in the box of this thing. That 67 GM I had was only slightly better than this because I could actually walk around on the ground inside the steel box on it. But I don't know, like that's around here it's pretty much par for the course with the great weather and the great roads we've got.
Lovely pressure charge fire extinguisher.
The old fire extinguisher.
Always a staple.
And you know this was a farm truck because she's got these aggressive back tires and the old split rims. I'm surprised how aggressive the front ones are. Usually they were smooth and bald on the front. But there's the old FE. And unfortunately,
it's got the good old Fomico piss bag.
the old, well, that's what you used to fill with your liquor, and then you just take the washer pump line off and run a new one under the dash, and you could fill your Coke bottle with some rye while you were driving.
Oh,
but it is, unfortunately, it's a 2-barrel, so I can't even steal the intake manifold because I'm looking for a 4-barrel one. But I think, I don't know, what is it, Steven? A 360 or a 390?
That is not determined.
I would guess
that.
Weren't they 360s? 361s? I don't know. But I'm willing to bet that's probably what it is. I don't know. I think I have a soft spot for these old Fords. I don't know why. I just thought it was cool. Ooh, you can look here, she used to be the camper special. So that's pretty nice. That just lets you know that the suspension's extra smooth, luxurious. I think she's a little far gone too, but might be some savable things on it. I don't know.
And here we have your Dodge Avenger. This was for the kind of guy that walk into a Dodge dealer, wants a Charger, but he only has $5 and a pack of Pall Malls in his pocket. This is what he leaves with.
Here we got the Sundance, and it's an RS, so that's rally sport. So I'm thinking, Steven, I found you a new rally car.
Yes.
And the best part is my great-grandmother in her 90s drove one of these. So clearly she's high perf. And look at this. You're gonna have to give up smoking because there's a plaque right on the dash that's thanking you for not smoking.
Don't think I can take her.
Oh, the sun fade on the seats is perfect. And actually, it's clean. This might have been my great-grandmother's car. Ooh. It's got this speed ripple.
It's got some slight hangulation going on.
The speed
here.
ripple to the hood, which gives it that wedge shape, makes it quicker. I'm thinking that adds 40-50 mile an hour to the top speed. I don't know.
You know, this thing might have better aerodynamics than a cow. Here we got our Dodge Darte. You gotta be fancy about it. Classy unit. It's got 6 gears. You know it means business when you got that. Out of the hood here, I can open it. We got
Ooh.
the Mint
VVT. Someone had a stutter.
We got the old 2-liter Vivuta. Max performance.
Oh, the
Wire
intake.
harnesses in it.
The intake is the engine cover. That's just saving money on parts right there. That's economy at its finest.
The only sad thing though is you can't delete the engine covers on these damn things.
Well, you know, if you're a responsible adult, you don't delete anything. Interior is in brand new condition.
Yeah, like this. That's minor.
It's the clip away. Look at power windows. I'm sure those work. Ooh, magnetic flashlight of some sort. I don't know. She's a fine unit.
And here we have one hell of a fine automobile. we have our nice flat black hood AAR Eagle Talon.
You know it's AAR because the flat black. Ooh, Mikasa.
You know it means business when it's got a performance deck.
Performance. It's Italian, I'm pretty sure. Look at that. Look at this Grant steering wheel. Class. Ooh. Look at this. Something Steven doesn't have in anything he owns. A boost gauge.
Oh, I have a boost gauge, I just don't have a boost.
Well, you know, a functioning boost gauge.
There we go. Hey, we also have the LED light controller because, you know, classic.
Oh yeah, for your underglow.
And also,
or your underdash sex lights, I don't know.
And also, if you ever forget to look at your shift knob for the gear pattern, just look down a bit and a bit to the
Oh
left.
well.
Right there, it tells you twice.
Well, it's for people who just can't be bothered to look up. Very nice, very clean. You better show them under the hood, Steve-O.
Let's take a look under the hood of this
Fine Eagle automobile.
sexy unit.
Oh, sunroof with a GoPro mount.
Hey.
GoPro mount. This guy was serious.
So this thing, dual overhead cams, because, you know, peak performance.
Because one is not enough.
Turbo, which we're not 100% if it's screwed or not.
Is it? Well, let's see. Oh, it spins.
Well, it spins, but how much does it
Kinda.
flop?
Well, I mean, it's tight. Oh, this cross brace is very much working.
Well, it's in there. That's all that matters. It's just got to be there.
Well, I know why. It's so you can easily get the battery in and out. If you bolted it down, that'd just slow you up. She's clearly Mexican because she's Emmanuel.
What does the oil look like in here?
Does it have oil? What's she?
We have oil. We're low.
Let's see. She's burnt.
Tastes like gas,
Yeah,
though?
well, here. That's burnt oil. Taste that.
I'll let you.
Taste that, Steve-O.
Take a quick little licky. Oh, yeah.
Tastes like the sludge on the inside of the valley when you pull the intake off an old small block on some old farm truck that's never had an oil change in 47 years. Very similar.
And that, kids, is how you get Corona.
Rims too. Just because she is extremely gender confused. It's an Eagle full of Mitsubishi parts sold at a Dodge dealership, so you know how that goes.
And here we have a nice old short bus, which is absolutely perfect for Mike and I.
This is all I ever knew growing up. I had the seat at the front and the seat at the back. Oh, look at this. Need a steering column? Just one or two steering columns here. Dodge. A lot of Dodge ones. I don't know. Maybe Dodges just break a lot. That's probably true.
Yeah.
Got the super handle on it for the bus door. Look at that. You gotta be a real man to run that door. Haven't seen this one yet. We got us a Honda Civic. She's a two-wheel special because, you know, none on the back. Give him a show of the interior, Steven.
So in here,
Oh, look at that. Gold shift knob.
you know what's
And
happening?
hey, listen. The alarm's going off.
Well, let's just find out.
Ooh.
Oh, you slacked.
Just about had her. No, but it does, look at, it must be a Type R. Look at those pedals.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh man, Type R pedals. And it's got some smokes for you.
Oh, sick. Is there any left?
What
in
year
there?
is she? Move your arm. Oh, 02?
Holy, this is me.
Oh, this is new. I don't think she's gonna go, Steve-O.
Oh, come on now. You gotta have some faith.
Look, there's smokes in the other door too.
I think that's actually the pack I threw out of that one.
Oh.
Oh, you know this is new because we got the COVID mask in it.
Oh, well. Looks only partially mouse-eaten.
Oh, just a bit.
It's got some heavy tint. Lighter in the back seat.
We have a rego.
Ooh. Don't show the name, just show the date.
This was, hey, this actually expired, June 11th of this year.
Oh, well, she's new. Clearly she's still roadworthy. Is that the signal light I hear?
I don't know.
I don't know. The alarm system's not heavy or happy. You better get out.
Yeah, it's not having a good time.
It knows you're not the owner.
Oh, frig.
This might be the most impressive badge I've seen. There's a lot of vehicles out here that say EFI, but no one is so proud of their fuel injection. Look at that. And
Got rabbit power.
it is a convertible, so you know
And-
this. I think Steven would look good in this with his hair blowing in the wind. Take your hat off and get in there.
Oh God.
Take your hat off and get in there.
Pistol trigger.
Oh, pistol trigger door latch.
Also, the one thing I like about
Billy used to have an old Golf like this.
is your shifter. You gotta get close up on this one. Your shifter, you know, that's decent side to side, but you know what? You're going all the way from up here to all the way down there. You got like a 6-inch shifter.
I've seen
travel.
tractors with less throw.
My first.
How many horn buttons do you need, Steven? How many horn buttons do you need?
At least, like, I would like 5, but I'll settle for 4. This thing has worse shifter throw than my first gen Cummins, for God's sake. Nope, no battery in this one.
Well, you see, I had a first gen Cummins, and to shift it into fifth, you used to have to pass the shifter over to the passenger. Ooh,
Want like a couple pieces of dog
some
food?
snacks. Snacks for later. Look at this. Nice white rim. And then that's his alloy. Ooh, Carmen. Clear. Oh, and look at, I don't know if this impact bumper is far enough away. Like if you deleted the bumper on this thing, it would look very awkward. So flat. Ooh.
Look at that.
Oh.
With the old whirly bird injection system.
That is fuel. It's a mechanical injection.
Yeah, the old whirly bird.
Holy crap on a cracker. And look at this parts shelf back here. Look, there's even a branch in there. Like you could store 3 syphilitic donkeys in there.
I can like damn near store my whole toolbox in there.
Well, your toolbox would be in there.
Oh, probably.
Look at that. Look at how much room there. You should get this thing running.
Well, I know a guy who wants it.
Oh, do you? I mean, I can't believe how flat that front end is. That's crazy. I would just delete the bumper and I would just make little steel plugs and weld them in there. Look, it's got a painted and an aluminum alloy on this side too. Crazy. And the old leopard print seat covers. Is that like a fuchsia leopard print? Ooh, this door opens. Ooh. I'd say that the convertible top leaks a little.
Just a touch.
Ooh. I'm surprised it doesn't stink more. It actually doesn't even smell that. It's just got that old car smell to it. But like they did not spend any money on these bumpers. Like that is the cheapest bumper I've ever seen in my life. How do you even open this trunk with that?
Well,
Let's see. Oh, look at that.
let's see if we can.
Nope, we got her. She flips up. It's like opening the back on an old Beetle. That is cute. I don't even know how you get stuff in and out of there. It's cute. Oh, it latches good too. Ah,
There we go.
5th Avenue Auto Haus. It's open
It
again.
popped again.
Look at that fender flare. This thing is, she's sporty.
It's like set for drift spec.
Drift spec. Well, hopefully you guys saw some stuff a little bit interesting.
Kind of get a
And,
view into our world.
Got a little bit of a tour of our personal toy box here. I shouldn't say it's our personal toy box, it's just the place we come to get our personal toys because we get along really well with the owner and
The cheap stuff is always good.
cheap stuff is always good.
Can never complain.
No. So yeah, I just figured it was a good good opportunity to show you guys around and introduce you to young Steven here with his puberty beard. And and you're going to be seeing a lot more of them because we got an upcoming project announcement for you guys. And hopefully we get that out to you within the next week or so. But anyway, thanks for coming along and hopefully you enjoyed it.